It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet, first one of the new year, says, I love it. Are you still a Trump hater and think he is not legitimate? Am I still a Trump hater and think he is not legitimate? Wow. Here is my first response to a tweet of the new year. Wow. See, let me first tell you, this is going to be probably the most uncomfortable thing for people like myself to be. And that is trying to hold this president accountable. Because it's going to come across like we're supporting Democrats or something. And, and it's just going to be so awkward. But I'm American, I'm a patriot, and I care about this country. And holding government, period, accountable is the number one reason for my show. Period. If you think I'm a hater, fine. It won't be the first, won't be the last. It's cool. But here's how I'm going to respond to your tweet. Donald Trump has something in common with Barry Bonds. And here's the thing. And until his administration and his new cheerleading squad, the conservative media, and his supporters, but more so until the cheerleading media and Mr. Trump decides to address the zoo in the room, he is going to continue to have problems with myself and others like me. And what I mean by the zoo in the room, because this is more than just an elephant in the room or a gorilla in the room. There's a whole zoo in there. And they're coming up with things like called alternative truths. And they're coming up with things like this because they believe you're stupid. They're Jonathan Grubering you. They're playing on the stupidity, the emotions of the American voter. More so, his supporters. All Donald Trump cares about is his support system. That's all he cares about. His support system. But now, in order for me to hold him accountable, this is why I didn't broadcast before, because I want to wait for his actions, his administration's actions. And I want to make sure that the last 8 or more years of non-accountability of government officials, media, and everything does not slip through the cracks this time. So he's the president, but here is the zoo in the room that he and his administration and his cheerleaders, Pom Pom Sean, Pom Pom Rush, Pom Pom Herman, all the Pom Pom crew. This is what they will not address. Why Donald Trump's presidency is going to be like Barry Bonds. What do I mean by that? Barry Bonds is the home run king. He is the one that has the most home runs out of all of Major League Baseball. But why do we put quotes? Because he has an asterisk next to his name. Because we know that he's obtained these home runs, even though he has to swing the bat, and it's his timing, and not all of us can do that. He has an asterisk next to his name because he's accused of cheating. So we don't want to give him the credit of being the home run king like we do with Hank Aaron. Because he, quote unquote, cheated. Now, if there's no proof of him cheating, there are a lot of Americans and baseball fans that think he has. So he has an asterisk next to his name, even though he's the home run leader. Donald Trump has the same thing at play. See, he has an asterisk next to his name. And what is it? The asterisk. This is the elephant in the room that his staff and his sycophant cheerleaders and even himself will not admit. He says that he won fair and square. But there is proof that he had assistance. Go back to his campaigning. He quoted everything and hit Hillary with everything that WikiLeaks, the Russian hacks, and everything put out. He didn't distance himself from them. He used them. And there is a big portion of America that looks at him as illegitimate because of that. They don't think he won fair and square. They think he had steroids. They think he had help. They think he's like Barry Bonds. Yes, he's the president of the United States, just like Barry Bonds has the most home runs. But we don't look at them as legitimate. Now, am I saying he's illegitimate? No, what I'm pointing out is the fact that they are trying to cover up the fact that he had help. They can say all they want, it didn't impact votes. It does impact votes. Just like whatever he says impact votes. There are people that voted for him based on what they said. No matter what anybody said against him, they voted for him based on what he was saying. They didn't care if it was a lie. They didn't care where the information came from. They didn't care. They voted for him. His words impacted votes. Information impacted votes. And this is where I run risk sounding like I'm defending Hillary or on the side of Democrats. No, I'm on the side of America. And we have a president that has an asterisk next to his name. And they will never address it. Before he admits that he has had help, steroidal WikiLeaks, Russian help, he will make you, the American citizens that have half a brain functioning, illegitimate. And he will whine and cry and make you illegitimate. And then try to make the media that he deems giving falsehoods illegitimate. We are about to witness, in my opinion, I'm waiting for him to take actions, how he's going to make anybody that comes against him illegitimate. We as Americans that have a dissenting point of view, constitutionally protected dissenting point of view, will have an asterisk next to our name before we own up to the facts. Not create alternative facts and alternative realities. Facts. Donald Trump had help. And he used the help. And so that makes him with an asterisk next to his name. Are we going to give him a chance to remove the asterisk? I will. Will he take it? Probably not. But I'm watching. I'm going to wait and sit back and count the seconds. I'm counting down right now before you Trump supporters, sycophants, want to put an asterisk next to my name as an American and say I'm illegitimate and the point that I'm making is ridiculous. He had help. If Donald Trump wants to remove the asterisk next to his name, these are some of the things he's going to have to do. He's going to have to own up to the fact that the American citizens received all negative information from WikiLeaks, one-sided against Hillary Clinton, against Democrats. He's going to have to admit that. Are you trying to get me to believe that these people went through the extent of hacking the American electric system and only wanted information from Democrats? That's what you want me to believe? That he got all this information and all WikiLeaks just had was on Democrats. They didn't have nothing on Republicans. You want me to believe that one-sided pancake? See, that's the thing. If you come out and say, hey, Russia, what they did was wrong. Yes, I used the information. I understand why half of America is against me. I understand why I have an asterisk next to my name. I did use the information. And I used it hopefully to impact votes. Unless he does that, which he won't do, of course. You will have an asterisk next to your name. The American people that you say you want to come together will look at you as illegitimate. You had help. Period. And of course your pom-pom squad is not going to bring this point out. They're happy. My grandma would say it in a certain way, but I'm not going to say it. They're very happy. They're excited. There's a zoo in the room, Mr. Trump. And unless you address the zoo in the room, I refuse to let you turn the rest of us conservatives and good old-fashioned loving Americans into a bunch of monkeys. I refuse. There's a zoo in the room, and it's putting an asterisk next to your name. Address it, sir. because Phil Williams is here to hold you accountable. And right now, you and your alternative truths is treating the American citizens like a bunch of fools. And I'm not going to let it happen. Hey, I'm Phil Williams. That's my response to a tweet on the Phil Williams Show.